Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Tuesday, December 7, 2021. The markets took off from the open this morning. We pushed higher, very trend-like activity, and we've since kind of just gone sideways into the afternoon session. So we put in about 45 points of range in the S&P early on, and we're kind of just flagging up here at the highs after opening at the lows this morning. So what we'll look at this afternoon in the daily IQ is we'll follow up the study from this morning, which was looking at a market profile reversal-like pattern that often favored the upside. That's obviously playing out here. So let's just take a look at what has happened using that same pattern as we go into the close with a little bit of information added around how it is playing out. So I've selected 3 o'clock for the entry time here, set up as a long. It'll exit at 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. Now, this study that we looked at this morning used an opening area of opening above the prior day high. And then in the post-open filters, I'm going to add the context around what we have seen so far today. So we've seen pretty trendy activity where we open near the lows. We're trading up near the highs. I'm going to add that by going to open versus intraday range. I'm going to say that the open is in the bottom 25% of the intraday range and that the 3 o'clock price, which we will have to confirm at 3 o'clock, is in the top 25% of the intraday range. So very directional to the upside. All right, next I'm going to drop down to the market profile patterns and say that yesterday had higher value. That comes from our value area migration category. I'm going to hit equals next to higher value. That is added it to the test. And then yesterday closed below a 10-day simple moving average, but above a 200-day simple moving average. So we are getting continuation off of the higher value and the opening above the prior day high in this kind of weak bull market environment to the upside. Now I can click view results. All right, here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 3 p.m. Eastern time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. When you open above the prior day high, the prior day had higher value compared to its prior session value area, and it closed below a 10 but above a 200-day simple moving average. Then today, it opens near the lows, and at 3 o'clock, it's trading up near the highs of the session. Historically, we've got 20 samples in the S&P, 14 in the NASDAQ, 19 in the Dow, 18 in the Russell. The win rates on these are pretty neutral. So S&P coming in at 50% exactly, NASDAQ 57%, Dow 37%, Russell 50%. If we look at the average moves, pretty similar in size there for the S&P. NASDAQ just a little bit larger on the upside. Dow just a little bit larger on the downside, and the Russell has a larger average loss. But this looks pretty neutral. I don't see anything of interest really with this study. It shows that from the open, the bias was more favoring the long side, and then once it gets late in the day, if that bias has played out in this fashion where it's been directional to the upside, there's not much bias left. So it gets pretty random at this point. So nothing of too much interest here as we head into the close. Hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck today. We'll see you next time.